Good morning. Welcome to the Gambella Center in Western Ethiopia. The Gambella Center is a center of the Anglican Church in Ethiopia, which is part of the Episcopal area of the Horn of Africa, which is part of the Diocese of Egypt with North Africa and the Horn of Africa. My name is Grant Lamarcon, and I'm the Bishop for the Horn of Africa. And my wife Wendy and I live here in Gambella. The Gambella Center has been open for about 3 years, and it serves the Anglican churches in this area. So now we have about 70 churches of Nuer people, Anuak, Opo, Jumjum speaking people, Tamakoi speaking people, Maban speaking people, Dinka speaking people. So it's a very complex, very interesting mix. We have 16 pastors who serve these 70 churches, and we have 90 lay readers. The Gambella Center serves them by being a place where they can come for training. We have clergy training here once a month. We also have training here for the Mothers Union. We have 2 different kinds of training for Mothers Union. The Mothers Union is one of the most powerful organizations in the church in Africa and indeed in many parts of the Anglican Communion. We also have a program which we just started recently, which is on development and healthcare, and representatives from the different mission centers come here. About 35 Mothers Union representatives come here and receive training in Bible study, prayer, but also in some practical skill which will help them in their health and in their development. So we've had training in how to make clean water and training in nutrition, and so that program is developing, and the idea behind that program is that these representatives go back and teach their Mothers Union members, probably about 1,500 members at this point, and then each of the members is supposed to invite a member of the local community to come and learn as well. So we're hoping to reach out to at least 3,000 women with information on Bible study, prayer, but also on health. The Gambella region is still a place which is a little bit in flux. The tension between the government of Sudan and the people of South Sudan continues, and so there's tension on the border over oil rights and where the border actually is. And the government of South Sudan is arming people, and so there's still very difficult situations in Darfur, which is the one best known, but also in the Nuba Mountains, in Abyei, and in the Blue Nile region. And so we still have refugees coming across the border into Ethiopia from those places. And we have new churches beginning all the time in our refugee camps, and new churches beginning in new languages. We may have churches in Merle and other languages in the near future. So thank you for listening to us and praying for us. Please keep us in mind. Please add us to your prayer lists.
The Gambella region with the Anglican Center.
Yeah.
And our understanding is you're a medical doctor, and the needs that you are addressing, if you don't mind discussing those for us.
This is a place of great opportunity. There's so many needs and so much potential here. One of the outstanding needs is a need for further education, because this area is one of the few places in the world where our clergy just have not had the opportunity to have education, and they're hungry for it. And they say, please, can you teach us more? We know how to bring people to Jesus, but we don't know how to make disciples. We don't know the depth of how to walk out what the Bible's saying. It's been an area that has not attracted a lot of teachers because of the extreme heat, the lack of running water, the lack of electricity. It's a hard place to live. But it's a place where you get to engage the people who want to learn.
Your goal is to train them and then send them out as disciples?
Right. Yeah.
So will they be going to the refugee camps,
yes,
or primarily to the refugee camps?
Well, no, they'll be going to the refugee camps, to the small villages, to the surrounding area, to the towns. They'll just be, we keep having new churches form, and people keep coming and saying, we've got 40 people, can we start a church?
Bishop indicated that he travels frequently, as the bishop is wont to do, to the different areas and different refugee camps to meet with his the different pastors and the congregations. Do you travel out to the refugee camps also to administer health?
We travel together, and we stay in a tent often, and you basically meet the needs as they come. And I really see equipping both the medical professionals and the people themselves to know how to prevent and to know how to take care of. So much of the disease is simple that I do more teaching than direct dispensing at this point, and I hope to have an opportunity to teach the Ethiopian doctors, kind of, as this grows.
Now, you've been here in Gambella for less than a year?
About a year now,
About a
I
year.
think, yeah.
And apparently you've made an impact, because I see that you've got a following now. Is that correct?
And you have the children. Sing something.
But when you